So did you know that Flare Lizamon is a Digimon? Because I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I knew this thing existed. I just forgot what it was called.
I saw it and I was like, is that a Meramon with like a skull?
Yeah, it's like a weird dragon Meramon.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a weird like lizard dragon Meramon, you know?
Yeah. Okay, you cut out.
Yeah, sorry. Does it seem like we're good now?
For now, yeah.
Okay. So let's see
So
this.
I guess Kowloon from Cyber Sleuth is named after a real location.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they mentioned it in these 3 episodes. They said they're taking the Digimon to Kowloon Park.
Oh, I actually completely missed that. Holy crap. It actually
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense, weirdly enough.
yeah. I think I read it and it said it's in China or Hong Kong.
Okay. Oh, because it's like a Chinese server. Ah, alright, yeah.
Wait,
Makes
what?
sense.
No.
Wait, isn't Kowloon in, like, Cyber Sleuth like a Chinese server or something? Or is
Not that
that,
I'm
like, the
aware of.
implication from this?
As far as I know, it never mentioned anything about it being a Chinese server.
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like that makes sense, right? If it's like, oh yeah, it's like the server's in China or something, that's why it's like, this location. Or,
I
I don't
mean,
know, maybe I'm reading too deep into things.
probably. Whoops. I really think it's just named after it.
Yeah. Alright, so we should be live now, I would hope. If not,
Okay.
something has gone terribly, terribly wrong.
No, you're live.
Okay.
What a weird series of episodes.
Yeah. I'll quickly mention before we get into things that, like, I found this weird, crazy show on Netflix. It's called, I believe, Eve and G Lion.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Oh, okay, so you watched the Netflix Evangelion.
Yeah.
Supposedly the Netflix version's not as good as the original.
Yeah, like, I know one specific thing they changed. It's like they changed one of the characters going, like, a romantic confession or something. And I'm just looking at these episodes and I'm like, dude, do people really want this to be a thing?
I don't know. I don't know, like, anything about Evangelion.
Yeah. I was not prepared. Like, I knew, like, a lot going in, just, like, for general, like, things it was kind of about and stuff. Nobody told me there's just a random character who's literally, like, a mecha fan, who's, like, a stand-in for, like, people who just want the robot stuff.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, like, it feels like most things where it's like I probably have to talk about at some point because I'm just watching through and I already have just so many ideas for, like, just things to, like, talk about and bring up and all that stuff, right? It's like, I got to the episode where it's like, oh, Shinji fights a big thing and gets wrecked and he's, like, really screwed up about it. Which probably describes a lot of different episodes. And it's like, oh, like, there's a very clear, like, like, thing of, like, effing, like, physical abuse symbolism here and stuff, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I know. I also have to, like,
I
yeah.
don't know anything about Evangelion. I watched an episode here or there on Adult Swim as a kid.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
I know. So far, I feel like it's worth a watch, Like, I know that's, like, probably a very controversial statement to say that this thing that, like, defined a genre is, like, worth looking into at some point. But, yeah, like, yeah, I'm definitely interested so far. I'm not sure where else I was gonna go with that. I just had the name joke and nothing else, really. So, yeah, Digimon, I guess.
Yeah, Digimon.
So before we get into these episodes, there's
Mhm.
something I want to specifically do and kind of like make a point, right?
Right.
Do you remember any of these kids at all?
Chicho. I remember the kid named Dingo.
Do you
Michael.
remember like what Maria's Digimon partner was?
Maria. She's one of the American kids, right?
Yes.
That one's kind of a blur for me.
Yeah. So Maria had Centauromon. Do you remember what, like Mina's partner
Okay.
was?
Sorry, who? Mina?
Yeah.
It's the Russian girl?
No?
Nope.
Yeah, Maria had like Marimon. Do you remember
Yeah.
like what partner Anne had?
Nope.
Yeah, Anne was the Russian girl with Unimon, and Maria was like the Indian girl in like, you know, the like full on, you know. Do you remember who like what partner Yukari had?
I kind of remember the character Yukari because it's weirdly like a. I thought that was a girl's name, but Yukari's a dude.
Yeah, Yukari
I,
is one of the Genais.
oh, okay. Right, okay. I was like, I was kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute, did Yukari have a part? Huh?
Yeah. So podcast that like these episodes, there's basically like 6 stories going on here where they just shove in like a crap load of Ram Digidestin from across the world. And because they're like shoving them all into like, you know, half an episode, like at best, you remember none of these people.
That's because they're not very important. The main story is about the Digidestin that we know.
Yeah. But it's like these characters have like no like establishment at all. They're just there and gone like constantly. Do you even remember Lou being a thing?
Uh, Lou had Lou was one of the American kids, and Lou's partner was dang it, I don't remember.
Lou was like the Native American kid with the Tortamon.
Okay.
Like,
Right, yeah, okay.
yeah, I could just keep going down and down this list. I feel like you'd get like maybe 2 or 3 of them.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm missing anything either way.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, this isn't about them. They're just here
Yeah.
to help.
My point is that it's like these could have been like actual like, you know, fun character introductions where it's like, oh yeah, yo, this is this person, this is their deal and stuff, and you move on to the next episode, right?
No, that's too much effort for kids who are going to be in one episode and then in nothing else ever again.
Well, I don't know. Like they could have given them something, right? Is what I'm getting at. These people have nothing.
I mean, like I said, as long as the format stays as they're in this episode and then they're gone, like, it's just not worth it.
I mean, isn't it? Because, like, if
No.
these aren't even characters, then, like, they don't even really, like... Well, they don't matter in the grand scheme of things either way, but it's like, at least they could be memorable in some regard.
It doesn't matter, because they're not going to exist past these episodes.
Yeah, but, you know, you could have, like, a memorable character, or you could just have effing, like, Lola.
I mean, I remember, for the most part, I remember the characters that they focused a little bit more on. Not that they stuck with like Chichos or the French girl or I guess the American kid is Michael. So
Yeah, Michael, like, he was a thing beforehand, and I still
yeah,
feel like I know nothing about Michael.
it's because it
All,
doesn't really
yeah.
matter.
But yeah, that's kind of like a crappy thing to have, like, yeah, because it's like, it makes them way more dead air than they would have otherwise been, right?
I mean, all three of these episodes feel like filler.
Yeah.
Like it's important to the plot what they're doing, but boy, do I not care. There is the plot point where Mummymon and Arachnimon are creepily abducting kids and putting them in an unmarked truck.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There's that scene at the end of like the first one, I think, where
Yeah.
Mummymon's sitting on a swing next to the kid, and he's like, "Are you alone too?" And then Mummymon just kind of looks at him all creepily, and then the episode ends.
So
And
the
I'm just
dub makes that way worse.
oh no.
Because the dub has the end of episode narrations, right?
Yeah.
So I believe like the specific phrasing is something like, "What does Mummymon plan to do with this strange child?"
Oh no.
I was just laughing my ass off.
And the second episode is like Arachnimon chilling out with a pinwheel and like just standing there, and then like she's hiding in like a back alley. And it's
Yeah.
like, and then the end of, and I'm just lumping these all together as like
Oh,
one
yeah.
plot thing. And like in the end of the third episode, like we straight up see a kid run up to Arachnimon, it cuts away, and then he's gone.
Oh man, is that the that's the one where it's like it shows they're just like leading these kids into a large unmarked like effing like
Truck.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it shows the kid and it cuts away, and then they're both gone, and then it cuts to the truck driving down the street, and Mummymon and Arachnimon are in the driver's seat, and it's like
This is the closest Digimon will ever get to having like a white unmarked van.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I vaguely remember what's going on with this, but it's still like really creepy.
I think actually do remember like something to do with like, oh yeah, they have like kids that they're using for something. I think I do vaguely remember seeing an episode about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that was about.
This series of episodes is a weird emphasis on like people who are too old being hitting on children or being hit on by children.
Yeah, and like just them hitting on like every time they go to a new place, like at least one person is going to get hit on by someone.
Yeah, like so in Hong Kong, it's Kari being hit on by the three boys, but at least they seem to be roughly about the same age.
Yeah, there's.
But then we get to France, and TK's grandpa is like. At first, I'm like, okay, well, he's a proud French citizen, and he's got to save the damsel in distress and whatever. But at the end of the third episode, it cuts to them like clinking glasses together like they're on a date or something.
Yeah, what
and
the heck?
Like, she's a literal child. And I was like, okay, hold on, now it's weird.
There's a weird thing in the episode, like specifically in the dub, where it's like, I think it's like in the sub, there's Davis like sees her ties up and he says something like, wait, no, sorry, not Davis, it's like Ty. Ty sees her top and he's like says something like, "Oh, she's cute" or something.
Well, they say that in the sub too. Like,
yeah, well, that's in the sub. In the dub, instead, they see her tied up and they say "awesome" or "all right." Yeah, they say "all right."
What?
Because I guess there's like, "Oh, she's really hot." And it's like, "All right, babe, found." And like Agumon sees like the Digimon top and he's like, all right.
Yes, I forgot what the French girl's name is, but
effing Catherine. I wrote down all their names.
I mean, yeah, I didn't pay too much attention.
I wrote down all their names just like so I could like effing quiz you about effing Steve.
I remember Chichos because she was in the most recent one I watched, and also because Wormmon calls her tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked that in Discord, and I was like, I don't know. And then I got to that part in the episode, I was like, oh god, Wormmon totally just called the little Mexican girl tacos.
Do you remember what Steve's Digimon is?
Nope.
It's Frigimon.
Okay.
Like, it feels like, like, this series, it did start out like the strongest, but it started out feeling like it had, like, a direction,
I think my favorite part of these episodes is the kids trying to communicate to children who don't speak their language.
Yeah.
Also, the revelation that anybody who speaks Japanese is actually speaking Japanese, because anybody who speaks English.
Yeah.
Like we get to Michael's dad, and he doesn't say a word of Japanese. Like, it's a Japanese voice actor. That much is obvious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he's saying all of his lines in English, which means that they just 90%, if not 99% of the American Digidestined also speak Japanese.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but isn't there a point where, like, Michael shows up or someone says, oh, your Japanese is really good or something? Because I feel like I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they mentioned that Michael does speak Japanese.
Okay, yeah.
When they first meet him.
Man. I can't believe Michael's dad is an effing movie star, because of course he is.
Yeah, Davis is like, wait a minute, I recognize this guy.
All Americans are in cinema.
Yeah, he's a movie star, and also he's a pilot. And he's a big, strong American like a big, strong jawed American guy. It's
like he's like a step away from like flying a plane shaped like a giant burger and like shooting Digimon with guns.
My favorite part is the kid, the Australian kid named Dingo, which cracks me up on its own. But
did you see the kid in like the rice hat?
I think I saw him for like a second.
Oh my god!
I don't remember him being very prominent, but yeah,
it's just a weird background detail.
But like, so Dingo,
yeah,
when he meets Joe and Cody, he tries his best. God bless him. This Japanese voice actor tries their best to speak English with an Australian accent, and it doesn't work.
Oh man!
But God bless him, he tried.
So yeah, the topic of like accents, like I watched the dub version as well. First off, like, of course the dub tries to cut out like all the foreign language they can.
Yeah, of course.
I think like they count like everything except for like the last episode where it's like Yoli has to like talk to like the Russian kids.
Yeah, because if you take away the foreign language, like the language barrier thing, then that whole episode doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But it's like they made sure to give everyone the biggest, most like stereotypical, hardest accents they could.
Oh, of course.
Including Australian Jedi.
You mean Santa Claus?
Yeah. I'm amazed. It's like he just shows up. He's just dressed up like Santa Claus in like a swimsuit for no reason. And he like takes off the mask, and somehow that makes him lose like 200 pounds.
Yeah, and puts on more clothes.
Yeah, he like bulks up while also losing weight.
Also, all of the weird Genai clones are
Yeah.
part of Genai for some reason. I don't remember why.
So this is like the structure of these episodes. So like the kids
Yeah,
just
so
fly across the world, and there's like, all right, we have to like drop people off at like each of these nations to deal with like the Digimons. Like Imperial Dramon just nukes whatever towers he can see on the way.
yeah,
So it's
so
like the kids show up and they meet some like foreign Digidestined, and they have like a quick gag or something, and they meet like the Genai clone of that region because Genai split himself apart to help them. And they like, seal the monsters away, and they're just like, all right, later, kid, and they never see each other again.
yeah, I do. So yeah, if it seems weird that we haven't had any kind of structure or like order of talking about things, it doesn't really matter. Like the events, technically, all of these events happen at about the same time, so it doesn't really matter what order we talk about them in. Like they're just in different parts of the world, so it seems like they take
Yeah,
place at different times. Um, so yeah, like, and there's not even really all that much to talk about story wise. Like
yeah.
the kids go around the world, they fight Digimon to collect them, send them back to the digital world, and they destroy any dark towers they come across. There's silly moments we can talk about, but there's no point in like going full structured review on this.
There is an amazing moment in the dub where it's like the kids like they go help out the Chinese Digidestined.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it's specific. I think it's like Kari and like someone else.
Kari and
Izzy, yeah, Kari and
yeah, yeah,
Izzy,
yeah.
yeah. They help them out. They like help the like Chinese brothers defeat something. I forget what the UN is. It doesn't really matter. But it's like, yeah, there's just these three Chinese brothers, and they're like martial arts grandpa who has like Taoist slip
Oh,
lips.
yeah, yeah. I love the old guy who like there's like a Mojimon like charging down the street,
Yeah,
and the old man is standing his ground in front of him, and he takes out like a spell tag thing and throws it at his face. And I'm sitting there like, I hope this works. I
it'd be
actually
so
hope this
good.
works. But no, Mojimon like sneezes it away.
Yeah. It's like these Chinese brothers just have epic Octomon, which are freaking huge.
Yeah, which evolved from Shakomon, not to be confused with Shakomon.
Yeah, oh boy. Man,
I think they're
that's...
called something else in dubbed versions, like the little clam dudes.
No, I think they're still Shakomon,
Oh, okay.
which is weird, but alright.
There's probably some subtle Japanese pronunciation that
Yeah.
differentiates them, but
Yeah, they help out the Chinese kids. They're just like, okay, yeah, we have to go, like, India to, like, help out Mina. And
but
they're
first
like,
we have to get past their military without their military causing a or without us causing an international incident.
yeah, they have to cross the Chinese-Indian border. There's just, like, all these military men with guns just ready to fight these epic monsters.
Yeah.
And, like, the dub, like, changes a line. Like, in the sub, like, specifically in the sub, Andromon says something like, oh yeah, we can, like, cause a distraction, and then you can slip by. In the dub, she basically says, like, oh, I can take them.
I like that. I
Andromon's
like
just
that
like,
Angelomon just like I could take them.
she's like, yeah, I'll just take on the Chinese military, no problem.
Yeah. How do they get around like writing messages to them? Do they just edit it out and just change it to English?
They still have the ink because they can't change that, but they change what the message says. So it's like the Chinese military looks at it and they read, we come in peace.
Ah, of course, the single character that says "We come in peace."
Yeah, in the sub, it's like he sprays ink there because they can't get too close.
Yeah, because the Digimon are like, we could speak to them, but we don't know Chinese.
Yeah,
And
but the
which,
Octomon does.
yeah, but I'm kind of questioning. It's like, why not? Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it that they're interacting with Japanese kids, but, like, I don't know, they're beings made of data. Like,
Well, I think there's a like way to kind of explain this. It's like, all right, Shikuyama and Octomon come from like the Chinese section of the digital world,
I guess. But then
and
all the
like,
Digimon can communicate with each other.
yeah. Well,
So
they all speak Digimon.
I was gonna say, do the Digimon speak common?
Yeah, there's a weird section where it's like you see Shogun Gekomon like under waterfall, and he's like roaring at like a Siegramon or something. No, it's
Yeah,
like an Airdramon. And they
yeah,
like
yeah.
people imply that's like, oh, Digimon speak their own language.
Yeah, okay, that's a good catch. I didn't really think
Yeah,
about that. I guess the Digimon have their own like roaring language.
they just choose to speak in human.
Does that include like the humanoid Digimon?
I guess it would.
If Angemon wanted, could he start roaring to other Digimon to
Yeah.
talk to them?
Like, what sound does Angemon make in, like, Digimon World 1? Because that's the sound Shogun Gekomon makes. I think it's this weird, like, or whatever.
Yeah, I think like because he's a humanoid.
Yeah, now that I think about it,
Digimon
maybe that's
speaks.
just, like, corrupted Japanese or something. Like, that sound he makes in that game. I
Give me a
know.
sec.
Either way, I believe he could do it, yo. I also like to imagine Angemon just like looks at like a Shogun Gekomon and he just starts like making roaring monster sounds.
Oh, it's a weird noise.
Oh, what's it sound like?
Hold on. Share. Start at 124. Copy.
Alright, hopefully this will work.
There.
I don't think I heard that.
We'll wait for the actual Digivolution to end.
Oh, it's in Discord. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I thought you were gonna like do some. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Okay, he's digivolving. Okay, yeah. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I guess that's what, like, Angemon Roar sounds like.
Take it, but it's to be taken with a grain of salt because it's PS1 Digimon game.
This is, like, way more canon than, like, the Pokemon noises, though, where it's, like, the weird pixelated, like, yeah, you know? Where it's like you cut to the end and it's like everything's just saying its name because like that weird pixelated noise would be terrible for that.
Yeah. There is a Digimon that seems to only say its name.
Yeah, and that's LML Karimon.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, the return of LML Karimon.
Yeah, so apparently that's a thing that Digimon specifically likes to just say its name.
Yeah, so it's like it's Scorpionmon the dub.
Yeah.
I love, like, the original Alucardmon is just dead, so this is a different one. I love that they keep the gimmick.
Of course, it's just a quirk of their race. Their species, I guess.
They're like a prehistoric Digimon, so this is all they can do.
Also, I'd like to point out that Sealamon is seemingly stronger than Ikakumon and Digmon.
Yeah, there's a weird moment with that in the dub where it's like, so yeah, they go Australia and Digmon just has his Crabmon evolve into Sealomon. Or Colamon is always called it.
Yeah, I think it's technically supposed to be pronounced Sealamon because I think the fish it's based on is called coelacanth.
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah, but so yeah, Joe and Cody are on the beach, and like Ikakumon blows up the top half of a tower, and then Digimon goes to dig it, and then they have to put ropes around it and pull it down.
Yeah.
And then later in the episode, the Dingo's Digimon, Sealamon, he just uses an attack and throws like little claw blades at the Dark Tower and blows it up in one hit.
So there's a weird moment with that in the dub where it's like they're looking at the tower and the dub adds lines in.
Okay.
Where it's like Zuamon's like, Take's like, okay, so I'm gonna go left and you go around right, and then we'll attack, and like Sealamon just attacks and destroys it in one go. Man. That bit also like a weird section where it's like, oh yeah, they're attacked by the 3 like seafood Digimon.
Ebidramon, Shellmon, and
Yesomon.
Yeah.
And they like deter them by just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna turn you into curry. We're gonna make a seafood mixed pizza. And they have been... Yeah, they sort of get, like, super distraught, and they're just chasing after him, just like, no, be a seafood mix.
Yeah, they keep threatening to turn them into seafood.
Oh,
so
man.
I don't know, it's goofy. Also, as far as aquatic-based Digimon go, I like Sealamon. Sealamon's cool.
Yeah, Sealamon's pretty great. I like Abidramon. Abidramon doesn't get nearly as much love as he should.
It's lobster monster.
Yeah, it's a weird lobster dragon thing. Man, there's so many good Digimon out there.
Yeah, a lot of Digimon that have like neat designs that don't get enough love.
Yeah.
Like Elecmon.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Elecmon's fairly popular.
Yeah, so Elecmon gets some play. True. Speaking of, Digimon I don't care as much about the effing Mommymon brothers.
Oh yeah, this is stupid crap there.
So like, that's like, is it Tai and TK or something?
It's
it's Tai and Mimi, isn't it?
No, it's Tai and TK because they're in France.
Okay, right, yeah. Man, that reminded me, there's like a bit where it's like effing Pixie-mon just shows up and just flies off, and Mimi's parents see it.
Oh, you mean Lilymon?
Yeah, Lilymon, sorry. And like, in the dub, they changed the line to it's like, oh, that's the like Digimon that stole our daughter all those years ago. Let's get him.
Okay.
Instead of like, oh, that Digimon was around during the incident. We should like see where she's leading. So yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so France. So like, turns out the Mommymon brothers and Garomon are just sort of like invaded this famous French mansion. Like, I'm sure it's like some historical side-ass don't really know much about it. Yeah.
The Castle of Versailles, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they have been like, effing TK calls his grandpa give them a ride. Which I was sure was a dubism until it wasn't.
Nope, it's TK's grandpa.
Yeah.
Who was a proud Frenchman.
And he's like, oh, there's monsters inside the, like, castle. We'll have to, like, clear out this historic monument. Yeah. It just rushes in ready to, like, fight some dudes.
Yeah. He doesn't even know that there are Digimon there. He just sees that the gate is open and the lights are on, which is weird. So he's like, as a proud French citizen, I have to investigate.
Yeah.
And they're like, what about the world crisis? And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I have to defend my national heritage. Viva la resistance!
He literally yells Viva la France.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they rush it, and it's like, oh yeah, there's just a bunch of Mommymon here. Which, honestly, that's probably a cue to, like, go ultimate instantly.
Yeah, I just beat him, yeah.
Because, like, all Mommymon are, like, ultimate level. Like, even, like, base Mommymon is an ultimate.
So I think that regular Mamemon and Big Mamemon, which I didn't even know existed, I think they're lame. But I'm not. I don't hate Metal Mamemon.
Yeah, Melmomimon's cool. So is Gyromon, honestly.
Yeah, Garumon's not. Oh yeah, it's not Garymon. Garymon is the new Mamon recolor. What is that Digimon called? It is something like Garymon.
Gyromon. With like an eye.
Oh, Girum. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Whoops.
Mimon, there's like Fat Mommymon, Mommymon, who's friggin' rad. And
Yeah.
there's like Gyromon, who's just this like demon-shaped robot ball with arms and gloves that just wields a chainsaw.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that the reason I actually like Metal Mamemon is I think it was probably the first ultimate I got in Digimon World 1.
Yeah. Was like in the tile script Digimon World 1 too, like the intro, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's just fighting off Mel Greymon, so it's like, I assume in canon he would be on about that level.
Okay, Giromon. I kept spelling it Girumon.
Yeah, it's like Giro Mon.
Yeah. The stupid little thing's an ultimate? Come on.
Yeah. Like, I have fond memories of Giromon, because I remember, like, hacking Digimon World 1 with, like, a Game Shark.
You could get him.
Yeah, he was an ultimate. Because it's like, if you have no... I think that's if you have max, like, discipline and, like, max, like, effing, like, yeah, max happiness and discipline and, like, no care mistakes, then he's, like, pretty common to get, weirdly enough.
Huh.
So it's like, I'd get him, like, all the time, and, you know, I was like, alright, yeah, this is, like, a cool machine Digimon. And I couldn't really get far because, like, my disc was actually screwed up, but, like, I remember getting them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this show up, there's, like, effing TK's grandfather tries to fight these ultimates, and they just throw a pie at him, which is honestly the easiest fate you could come off with, like, fighting an ultimate.
Yeah. I get the impression that the Mamemon brothers are just troublemakers. I don't think they actually were interested in killing him or anything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, that's probably fair, yeah. That's probably exactly what this is, really. Yeah, they see, like, Catherine's just, like, tied up, and, yo, Ty's like, alright! So it's like they save her, and then, like, you know, Sheer Flormar just like, oh yeah, like, I was going to help out, and then these Digimon kidnapped me, and that's how I ended up here. And that's all the characterization I'm going to get.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you start asking, it's like, wait, why did they tie her up and bring her to the castle of Versailles and then just start eating? What was their plan? What the heck?
I don't think they had a plan. I genuinely don't. I think they're just like, oh yeah, we'll kidnap this one. I don't know, we'll do something with it later. Like, we'll try something. Maybe we'll throw pies or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, several, like, Digivolves to, like, fight this. Also, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, effing Flormon tries to destroy a dark tower with a rain of pollen when, like, she gets kidnapped. And I'm sitting there, it's like, I don't think that would work. I don't think that move has, like, the destructive power you need.
It's like allergy shower or something.
Yeah, like, the localization's like rain of pollen, so it's like rain of pollen / allergy shower.
It's a stupid attack, regardless.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's Hat's uses. Like, it stopped an army of rookies. By accident.
Okay, yeah, it is allergy shower.
But yeah.
Apparently it also has Poison Ivy, which is a move that you normally associate with Palmon, which makes
Yeah.
sense.
That would have made more sense to attack the tower with.
Try to pull it down.
Yeah.
And then it turns into Kiwimon, which is dumb.
Yeah. Kiwibon's always been super... I guess this explains why, like, the effing, like, Floormon Kiwibon was, like, hanging at effing, like, Puppetmon's place.
Yeah.
Because I never associate Kiwimon with, like, being a plant Digimon, but I guess it does have, like, the leaves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, instead of Kiwimon, it could have turned into either Vegemon or Ninjamon.
Yeah, Ninjamon would have made, like, Ninjamon would have been cool. Digimon would have made a lot of sense. Yeah, well, at least Kiwimon gets something.
Yeah.
We've already had the big Ninjamon episode, which never came back for some reason. We're still waiting on that, like, return challenge.
Yeah, that's right. Ninjamon was like, I'm gonna challenge you to a rematch.
Yeah, and he never really did after that episode.
I'm gonna assume that we're not going to see.
Yeah, that plotline's probably dead.
Probably. Also, we're going back an episode, but that scene where Cherrymon freaks out on a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that was super weird, because, like, Cherrymon's supposed to be, like, a wise old man.
Yeah, and then we see Cherrymon just like, tearing a Christmas tree to shreds.
Well, I guess more of, like, a manipulative old man than, like, a wise old man.
It could be either way.
Yeah, I guess.
I think there's one in. I think the one in Digimon World is actually like a good guy, like a wise.
Yeah, he also looks kind of terrifying.
Yeah, he's got a creepy pedo stash.
Yeah, like, if anyone wants to, like, look this up on their own, please go back and look up, like, Digimon World 1 Cherrymon. Cause, boy, that early design was not doing him any favors. Digimon World 1 Cherrymon looks effing weird.
Hold on, I gotta see this, because I don't actually remember.
Like, they tried to make him look like an actual tree, so he's, like, weirdly asymmetrical as, like, eyes are in different places.
Oh, he's got a creepy face. Oh my god.
He looks so bad.
Oh my god, the pedo stash is preferable to this.
Yeah. Like, new Cherrymon is fine. That was, like, not great. Oh, holy crap. Where were we? We're so off track right now.
Rants.
Yeah, rants. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's like they fight the Mommymon and they sort of defeat them. There's like a bit where it's like effing normal Mommymon is just punching Greymon's head. And it's like, this should be doing way more.
Yeah, Mommymon should be stronger than they show it off to be.
Yeah. But yeah, like, they all Digivolve and they managed to, like, defeat four ultimates at once, I should say. With, like, 2 ultimates and a champion.
Yeah.
It's fine. Mel Greymon's strong. He carried the rest.
Yeah, Metal Greymon's big strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like... So we did that, then, like, Australia, or, like, the second episode. Did we cover the first episode well enough with, like, First was, like, America, China, and India.
There's not much to cover.
Yeah, I think the only thing we left out is that there's a bit where it's like the Chinese military just forms a giant Chinese character.
Yeah, to say that they understand the message.
Yeah, and there's like, oh yeah, we just like communicate like this, and it somehow works, even though that's like a logistical nightmare.
Yeah. There's also a weird bit where they're like, we don't speak the same language, but maybe our feelings can get through to them, and it doesn't. They need the Genai clone to show up to translate.
Yeah. So episodes 40 and 41 are like, whatever, you know? I feel like 42 is the best out of the three, you know? Because it kind of has like the most focused plots.
Yeah, when they go to Mexico.
Yeah, so it's like, I was doing the reaction, like, I was booing up this episode, and I was very specifically like, okay, I'm going to make a prediction. It's like, we're gonna go to Russia. There's going to be, like, kids wearing, like, big fur suits and fur hats, because of course. And one of the kids is going to have a Minotaurmon, because, like, they're gonna have the big, strong partner, right?
Ah, yes.
So, like, made those predictions, started the episode out. Two of them kind of came true, but in, like, weird ways. Because, like, we got the big fur coats and hats. That was, like, spot on, because, of course. Did expect we'd see Minotaurmon, like, Mexico of that episode.
It kind of makes sense, because he's in, like, a sort of labyrinth area.
Yeah. I'm just amazed I specifically predicted Minotaurmon, and then he appeared.
Yeah. Yeah, so in the episode where they go to Mexico, jumping ahead a little bit, when they encounter the what's that stupid spider Digimon called again?
Dokugamon.
Dokugamon, that's it.
Yeah.
And Minotaurmon, like they do say it's like, oh, they're all wound up, then we'll have to lead them out of here without damaging the Mayan pyramid or whatever.
Yeah.
But they don't even try to communicate with them. Like, Matt and Gabumon run up and, like, taunt them and then just take off.
Like, as to be fair, it's like, yo, like, the experience with Dokugamon so far doesn't paint him as, like, much of a sympathetic character.
Yeah, but I mean, we always got the impression that Kuwagamon was nothing but a wild bug Digimon, but one of the Russian kids has a Kuwagamon as a partner.
Yeah, that makes sense, you know. But it's like, we have 3 episodes where Dokugamon appears in before this point, and all 3 of them, his immediate instinct is to try and, like, eat and kill the children. In that order, presumably.
Yeah, well, one of them he's under the control of Arachnimon. The other one was set up as a trap by Arachnimon. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of, like, instances of Dokugamon just being, like, very unnegotiable.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Minotaurmon is probably just a dirtbag anyways, because they lead the Minotaurmon and the Dokugamon out of the Mayan pyramid, and Minotaurmon stops at the exit and just starts punching the side of the building. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He'll do whatever.
Minotaurmon just like a jerk. He's just like, oh, look at this. I'm gonna start breaking things.
Well, it does kind of fit with, like, the myth of the Minotaur, I guess.
I don't know. Like,
did you
not even like even the Digimon that they subdue in other locations aren't like destroying structures.
Did you see that, like, effing meme image of, like, the Minotaur myth in summary?
No.
Where it's like effing, like, chibi cartoon characters, and they're just like, oh, this cow's great. And it's like, hey, you should really give that to the gods or something bad will happen. Hard cut to, like, woman in, like, a cow suit. Just like, oh yeah, I love this cow. Hard cut to, like, a Minotaur. Hard cut to, like, oh yeah, we should lock this thing up. It's so much better than I'm making it sound like. Because it's all, like, effing, like, like, chibi, like, cartoon figures. It's just like, yeah, there's, like, a bit where it's like, oh yeah, it just shows the woman, like, the cow outfit. It's just like, oh yeah, I want this cow, moo. But yeah. So it's like they get to Mexico. And, like, I say this is, like, the best of the 3 episodes. It's kind of clear that, like, the writing's gone downhill a bit. Yeah, just a bit. Because, like, it honestly kind of feels like the creators don't really care as much anymore, like, frankly. Like, the writers are just like, screw it, just throw in whatever, that's fine, just like, gotta get this out,
Okay. Está bien, nos iremos a casa means alright, we'll go home.
Oh, alright, yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was looking at the phrase that Ken is saying, and I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I thought you were, like, Googling that thing I was talking about, the meme or whatever.
No, I was Googling Está bien, nos
Yeah.
iremos a casa.
I was just sitting here, it's like, there's no way it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, so like, effing Kid and Matt just go to Mexico. And there's like, hey, we have to get to this Mayan ruin. And like, yeah.
You can't get any of the Digidestin to help us because they're all at home.
So like, they go to the ruin, and like the guards just like, hey, like get lost, and they're like trying to explain themselves. And he pulls like a gun on them, and they're just like, okay, yeah, like we'll just go now. And of course you know what the dub cut out of this, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The security guard or like the cop or whatever he is, he pulls the gun on him and he gives this smile that says, I don't care, I'll shoot a kid.
Yeah. He's so prepared for it.
He's so ready to shoot Ken, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man.
And it's at that point that I'm like, alright, diplomacy has failed. Digivolve to champions and just break through these guys.
Yeah, I don't know, can bullets hurt champions? I imagine probably not really.
I feel like Stingmon would, like, swat the bullet away.
Yes, I'd believe Stingmon could dodge a bullet. I'd believe he's fast enough.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I don't even think Garurumon or Where Garurumon would care all that much either.
Yeah. Like, Where Garurumon would probably be just immune to it straight up.
Unless it was silver.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
I was more implying it just bounce off of him because mithril fur, but alright.
Mithril fur?
Yeah, you remember, like, that was the thing with Garurumon. It's like, oh yeah, his fur's, like, as strong as mithril. And it's like, how strong is that? And it's like, well, it's a mythical mel, so who knows?
Yeah, mithril is a fantasy metal, so
yeah,
but it's really pretty strong. I didn't know that. That's rad.
Yeah, I really like that touch. It's like, oh yeah, his fur is like as strong as steel, and it's like, like foreshadowing for like his mega form where he's just made of chrome Digizoid.
Oh, apparently, okay. So I sent you that. We talked about Chaos Dramon, and we learned that it's like I guess the final boss of Digimon World 2, or
yeah.
Okay, so
well, no, Chaos Dramon is not the final boss. I'll make that very clear, because the final boss is Lord Gaia.
Right. Okay. Well. Okay. So Chaos Lord, I think you said his name was.
Yeah.
Now known as Chaos Dramon. I read his description in Cyber Sleuth, and it says that he's made of. I think it's just called Red Digizoid, which is stronger than Chrome Digizoid.
Right, that's a thing. I forgot that was a thing.
Oh, that's actually a thing? That's not just a thing they made up for Chaos Dramon?
I think it's a thing in, like, other things, too. Like, Red Digizoid.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the scale goes, like, Chrome Digizoid, like, Red Digizoid. And then, like, I don't think there's anything stronger than that until you get to, like, a Zulong or something. Or something like that. It's like Azure or something. It's like, it's named after, like, a legendary dragon Digimon whose skills are, like, made of this effing, like, a Zulong ore.
Huh.
Yeah, that's like the very top of like the thing. And that's like pretty effing up there considering Chrome Digizoid is stronger than like any metal on Earth.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's the variations of Chrome Digizoid. Gold,
Okay.
obsidian, black, blue, red, brown, cyplasium?
Cyplasium? What the crap?
Cyplasium is a spoof variation named after a cyplasium alloy. It's a super metal with a self-repair feature through the use of nanomachines, and is capable of fully recovering any damage sustained in combat before the next battle.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like effing like nanoskin, like, regeneration armor.
Yeah. Oh, Huanglong ore.
Is Zulong ore?
No, it's called Huanglong ore. Or
Okay, yeah, Wonglong, yeah.
Huanglong.
Honglong. Oh, okay, yeah.
Huanglong ore made from, or
Right,
Digimon
it
who
was
have it as
Honglongmon that like has the thing.
Huanglongmon. Also Groundramon.
Wait, Groundramon?
Yeah, hold on.
The crap is Groundramon?
I posted it in Discord.
Oh, huh. I've never
It's a
seen this thing before.
Yeah, it's a dragon that instead of having wings has two extra gigantic claws.
Oh my god. It's a
Gigantic
dragon with
hand.
fists instead of wings,
Yeah.
except they're like claws.
Yeah.
Oh
And then it
man.
turns into Breakstramon, which is that crazy construction equipment Digimon I showed you before.
Okay, yeah.
This guy.
Right, that thing. Oh, the weird, like, effing, like, construction, like, excavator Digimon.
Yeah, and you can get them in you can get Breakstramon in Cyber Sleuth.
Man, Breakdramon's so much cooler than he has any right to be. Like, this
Yeah,
should not look this good.
just a big dumb construction monster with drills.
Yeah, it's just, like, the way, like, the arms are made where it doesn't look like there's limited stuff, and it looks more like a living creature, right? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it kind of looks like what Tankmon should turn into.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Make Tankmon become this thing, that'd be awesome. Like, it wouldn't make much sense, but it'd be cool.
Yeah. And then Breakdramon fuses with Slayerdramon to become Exomon.
Exomon's... Is that like the giant dragon thing?
Yeah, it's a giant dragon with a sword.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
He's one of the Holy Knights.
Okay, I definitely know what you're talking about.
It's not a sword, it's a spear or a lance.
Yeah, just effing like the Digimon whose whole thing is he's just super huge and just a big crazy dragon man.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, wherever. Alright, so yeah, like, effing Mexican Genai shows up.
Jose.
Yeah, all these Jai have, like, different names, like, based on, like, the continent, I guess. Because this one's just, like, Jose, because it starts with a J.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember Jose because it's stereotypical of the location.
But do you remember Yuri?
Yeah, Yuri was the Russian kid.
Yeah, the one with Kawagamon.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah,
Oh wait, we haven't even gotten to the Russian section
Nah,
yet.
not
Okay,
yet.
Yeah. So yeah, Ken tries to talk his way in because he knows some Spanish.
That doesn't go well.
Yeah, Ken's a smart kid, but it doesn't matter when the guys are willing to pull guns on children.
So yeah, Jose shows up and like he distracts the guards with his like Mexican Genai martial arts.
Yeah, he just kind of jumps out in front of them and starts doing like fake kung fu moves.
Yeah, as he's like doing it, he's just motioning like to the left super hard, just pointing, and like that's when Ken's like, "Oh."
Yeah. The kids sit there and watch him for a moment. They're like, "What is he doing?" And then he starts pointing while he's doing his dumb motions, and Ken's finally like, oh, he's giving us a diversion.
So it's like they sneak by into like the effing like Mayan ruins where there's just a freaking child.
They run into Chichos and her partner Gatsumon.
Chicho snuck past those guards too.
Yeah, I don't know.
She somehow like managed. But yeah, they're like exploring around and like Wormmon's just super scared. And he's like, oh, I'll like light the path up for Ken because of the ghosts. And he just shows up with like candles on his head that just came from nowhere.
Yeah, Wormmon is like strapped candles to his head with like a headband.
Yeah. Like, I know this is meant to be like a gag, but it feels like, the writers just didn't care enough to justify any of it.
Well, like you said, it's like a gag of some kind, and I think he's supposed to be some kind of Japanese ghost.
Yeah, alright, that makes more sense, I guess.
Yeah, like that's why they're like, oh, Wormmon's scarier than any ghost we've run into because he like dressed up like one.
Yeah, man, it's like the rhyme for like it's like ever since the Blackmore Greymon arc, just at some point, like, the rhyme just took like, a very notable but gradual like decline just super hard.
Yeah. Yeah, Blackmore Greymon is like the height of the writing, I feel like.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'd like go in further. I'd say it's like, oh yeah, the half the rhyme was like, more like with the Digimon Emperor stuff, right?
Yeah, Digimon Emperor and Black War Greymon, and especially now that I feel like the original version of the series gives Ken a way more believable redemption arc.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't even hate Ken at this point. I think he's fine, and I think the writing is. I still think that he did a whole lot of bad crap, and they were kind of too quick to forgive him. But
yeah,
I don't know. I sympathize more with him.
I feel like I'll go like a step further. I'll say like like the Chimeramon stuff, like legitimately, like the end of like the like Digimon Emperor arc was like the height of this series, right?
Yeah, everything with Wormmon and Ken realizing what he had done, and
yeah, like TK, besting him, and like the fist fight, and him just trying that like gradual like slipping out of control and stuff.
Yeah,
that's pretty great. I feel like looking back.
The Digimon Emperor and Ken are two separate characters.
Oh yeah, definitely at this point. Like, can you imagine if, like, one of the kids pulled a gun on the Digimon Emperor and he made a face like this? Can you imagine that happening?
Nah, Digimon Emperor would have, like, pulled out his whip and, like yank the gun out of their hand, probably.
Digimon Emperor would have been, like, smack talking and you, like, shoot him down, like, well, metaphorically, not, like, literally. You'd be like, no, like, look who has the gun. And like, get super angry about it and defensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just, like, find this random, like, little Mexican girl in, like, the Mayan ruins. And she says, like, a Gatsumon. And
bane of your existence.
Yeah, jeez. I hate Gatsumon so much. Like, as Gatsumon on its own is fine. It's just his evolution specifically. It's they're so lazy though. Like, why?
I think I've made my point clear on this, but I'm fine with it because he's kind of the only Digimon that does that.
Yeah, but that just means he's the only Digimon with a bad evolution line.
You just don't like his gimmick. I think his gimmick is fine. He just becomes harder and harder metal.
Yeah, I wish there was like more of a physical difference. Because like
metal specifically, but
like have you seen the effing like I forget like Gravaros or whatever, Gravaros and like Monster Hunter? It's
Uh,
like, it's a big rock dragon, and it looks awesome. And it's like, Gatsumon could have become that. I'll have to, like, link it later on. I forget what its exact name is.
I mean, it's fine and all, but like I said, Gatsumon's evolution gimmick is that he doesn't change his appearance all that much.
Yeah, that sucks.
He just becomes made of harder materials.
That's super lame, though.
I think it's fine.
Oh, he's Icemon now. What an evolution.
That one's weird. God, like going from rock to ice is a weird one. But then you go to like he's made of like meteor, and that's pretty rad.
It'd be radder if he looked a little different.
He does. He's all shiny and metal looking.
I'd like actually like put the rocks in different places or something. Give him a weapon. I don't know.
Yeah,
Give him a big meteor shield. Give him a cape.
No.
Make him like a cool rock monster.
No, he's a rock.
Yeah, I want to like have a Mega or an Ultimate that just looks like its rookie form. That sucks.
Overcomplicating it. He's a simple Digimon. He's a rock.
You know who's also a simple Digimon? Mommymon, and he turns into a friggin' cyborg, and it's great. Well, I guess he doesn't necessarily turn into it, but it's like a stronger form.
By the way, I'm going completely off topic here, but the picture you have, like where Ken's holding up his hands, his palms, like the lines on his palms, should not be. Look at the lines on your own hands.
Yeah.
And, the artist messed up a little bit.
Yeah, that should be in like the other. Oh. Yep. Oh, I'm just now seeing. Oh my gosh. I was even like thinking, kids are like, no, like maybe it should be like further. It's like, nope. Okay, yeah.
Nope, they shouldn't be in the exact same positions of both hands.
Oh my gosh.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's like, how would you even? They're different lines. They did you like, oh wow.
They just copy pasted. No,
they didn't.
They specifically drew it that way.
It's a different.
That's funny.
Oh, holy crap! Digimon 02.
Unless that's possible. Maybe that's a possible thing that can happen with your hands.
I know, that looks really bad now that I see it.
I know. I don't think it looks very good either, but maybe that's actually something that can happen with your hands. I don't know.
I guess kinda. Yeah, I'd rather believe they just screwed up, because that seems like what this is. Like, if you look at the gun, like, from, like, certain shots, like, while it's, like, coming into frame, because I tried to get, like, an exact shot. And from some frames, it just looks really bad as it's, like, coming in, right? Like, it looks photoshopped.
You just wanted to get as clear of a picture of the gun as you could.
Yeah, I wanted to get a picture of, like, him pointing the gun at them without them raising their hands up. Yeah. And I got that image, and it looked terrible. And I was like, nah, this, I want it to look like I faked this, because, like, if I did that, that would have looked super faked.
Yeah, I wouldn't, if you didn't choose this picture, I never would have noticed.
Oh, man.
It's just because I'm sitting here looking at it.
Yeah. So yeah, like, effing Ken just meets this random, like, Mexican girl.
Yeah, and she instantly has a crush on him.
Yeah, very instantly, in fact. And, like, immediately Wormmon gets super jealous and super clingy.
Yeah.
So there's this weird gag where it's like, oh yeah, we have to, like, it's Dokugumon, Minotaurmon, we have to, like, lure them out. And they're, like, leaving, and, like, they're running, and, like, you see the girl just trip. And Ken's like, alright, I'll carry you, come on. And, like, you see Wormmon, like, fakes tripping. And he's like, oh, Ken-chan, help me.
Did he fake it?
Yeah, he like fakes tripping to get his attention.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he had faked it or if it was for real. But yeah,
Yeah. Like he fakes
it's
tripping, A immediately jumps, A just hits Gatsumon.
well, he's like, "Oh no, I fell, help!" And like, you see a shadow like come back and like loom over Wormmon, and then Wormmon, without looking, jumps up to him like he's gonna jump into Ken's arms, but it's actually Gatsumon.
Man, Wormmon is like the highlight of these episodes.
Wormmon's great.
Wormmon's the high point of the series, just in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam was like specific. I guess it's just like, yeah, he's just so nice and pure. He's just such a goober. I love him.
Yeah, except when he's trying to insult a Mexican girl by calling her tacos.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, you remember the context behind that?
I don't. I think it's just.
Yeah, it just comes out.
I think she just. I think she insults Wormmon, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, because she calls him Worm, and he gets really offended.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know about that. Ken knows what she said, but he doesn't tell Wormmon what he called her or what she called him.
Yeah, like, they escape, and it's like Minotaur's just punching the ruins, and they have to like draw him away again. And he starts like just headbutting trees and crap.
Yeah. And then Gatsumon digivolves into Monochromon.
Yeah, which is super weird, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm cool with that.
It makes enough sense.
Yeah, just big effing earth lizard. Yeah. Sure. Man, Monochromon looks awesome this episode.
Monochromon's cool. I like Monochromon.
Yeah.
But yeah, just feeding in some more about Gatsumon's gimmick. It's not like that's the only thing he could turn into, is the other forms that look like him.
Yeah, but like, then why'd I pick the other forms? I want the big dinosaur.
I don't know.
But yeah, they beat him off and well,
maybe reword that.
Yeah. So, sorry, my apologies. So, Stigmon beats off the Minotaurmon.
By the way, he does it by, like, smacking Minotaurmon on the butt.
Yeah, like they axe handle him in the crotch. But yeah, they're like, like send the Digimon away, and it's like, effing like Chicho's is like asleep.
Yeah, and she's like, wow, Stingmon's so cool. And Wormmon just assumes that she's making fun of him again.
Yeah, and she says it in Spanish, and Ken's oh, she said Stigmon was incredible.
Yeah. That's nice little way to end it.
Yeah.
Also, I thought Gatsumon was pretending to be like an outdoor statue, like sitting next to the garbage can, but I think he was just hiding because we see him later in Chicho's room hiding behind the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, like they take her home, it's like, you get a nice little bit where it's like, effing Wormmon's just like, hey, how do you say like good night in Spanish? And Ken's like, oh, adios. And he's like, alright, adios, Chichos. And it's like, yeah.
And they go to Russia.
Yeah. I feel like the Mexican segment's probably like, the Mexico segment specifically.
Yeah. Probably the best part of these episodes.
Yeah, because it has like an actual like arc to it, right? Like it has an actual like, story beyond just, oh, we like found a kid and then we beat some guys and like that was it.
Yeah. Also, okay, and then we get to the Russian section, where Yoli has a kind of a funny, awkward moment with the Russian kids.
Yeah. There's like, oh yeah, like, they're introducing themselves and they just like keep doing it.
Yeah, the Russian kids say their names like one by one, and each time Yoli goes up to hug them.
Yeah, it's like recycled animation clearly, but it's fine.
Yeah, and then they just keep saying each other's names and pointing at each other. And Yoli's just like, we can't speak Russian!
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they try the whole "our feelings will reach them" thing, which again doesn't work.
There's like, yeah, our feelings will reach you. It just like shows them focusing really hard, and the Russians are just like, I don't know. Just cuts to him, just like, yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah, and then Sora is like, I know some Russian. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, I know. I forgot what the other food was, but one of them is borscht.
Yeah, it's something borscht and like caviar.
Yeah, like there's no like food names. And then Yoli gets the idea that it's like, all right, this food name means right, this food name means left, and caviar is attack.
And it's like, okay, yeah, easy enough.
Yeah, the Russian kids seem to get that. And so they team up and take down like swarms of Flymon.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not like an especially great segment, but it's like, at least it's like, they have a quick thing and they have like some fun gags and stuff, and yeah, they like tell enough of a story with it,
It's a little unique because it's the only time that the language barrier is. I mean, like, it's a bit of a problem in the Hong Kong thing, but it seems more so of an issue with the Russian thing, and they find a way around it.
Yeah, it's sort of like, more of like a thing they have to actually deal with. It's more of a conflict.
Yeah, the Russian kids just don't just inexplicably speak Japanese.
Yeah. And it's like two of them just have like just effing insect Digimon, one just his friggin' Unimon. I wonder if that's because there were enough insect Digimon or what.
Maybe. I'd say the other one could have had like Beemon, Fan Beemon, or Waspmon, but maybe they didn't exist at the time.
Yeah, I don't think they existed yet. But yeah, so they like, just fly off, and there's like, they beat the effing like Flymon, yeah, the Flymon.
Yeah, it's just a crap load of Flymon.
Yeah. You just take down the Tark Tower. It's like, okay, yeah, there's like, oh yeah, like borscht, they just make an eating motion, and it's like, oh, they're gonna treat us to dinner.
And then the Russian Genai Ilya shows up. and he's like, oh hey, I showed up too late to help you translate, but go north, we need more help.
Yeah. Just go north, or it's like, oh, how do we defeat all these Mammothmon? And like effing, yeah, it's Yoli and like Sora.
Yoli and Sora, they can't take him on.
Yeah, they like nearly die in the snow because they're like freezing to death.
Yeah. Thankfully, Imperial Dramon just shows up.
Yeah, Imperial Dramon just shows up and saves them. It's like, alright. Like, fair enough, that's a lot of Mammothmon. We have to tie this together, like, somehow.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, we just gotta go back to Hong Kong and pick up Kari and Izzy, and then we're good.
Yeah. And we get, like, what's actually, like, a nice little, like, end segment where it's like, you're just seeing, like, all the kids spending their Christmas together and stuff with, like, their respective families and things like that,
Yeah.
Just seeing what they're up to, just that sort of thing. It's like, yeah, that's a nice bit of closure.
And then the weird scene with TK's grandpa and the little girl.
Yeah, that was weird.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I rewinded the video. I basically did a double take on that one. Just like, are they clinking like champagne together? What the heck?
Wait a minute, champagne's like alcohol.
Yeah.
Is he trying to get her drunk, or are they just like, oh yeah, France?
Yeah, hold on. Champagne color.
There's probably a lot of like different, because there's like red wine and like, yeah.
Champagne's color's pretty close to what was in that glass. Pretty dang close.
I'm willing to assume it's not that. we already have like enough of that with Mummymon. We don't need to like just effing tack on to
Well, that's why I say these episodes are so weird, because we keep getting these weird moments where, like, the Chichos is like 5 or
Yeah.
something.
There's a weird moment where it's like guy shows up in like the Mayan ruins. I forgot that was a thing, yeah. He just shows up and you see like Chichos like grabs someone's hand. I was immediately like, oh my god, she's gonna hit on Jinai now. And it shows like a wide shot. It's like, oh no, she's grabbing Ken's hand. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Looking up the color of champagne, seeing that it's just scarily close to what's in the glasses.
Scarily
Yikes.
close is a good way to describe it.
It's like, oh no. Why are these episodes like this?
You know, Catherine has a Digimon, you know, she'll be okay. Floramon can take him if anything goes down.
Floramon will just kill him. Also, before they leave France, there's a weird scene where both Ty and TK kiss Catherine on the cheeks.
Yeah, they sort of do it without like asking. It just sort of happens.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Also, Agumon and Patamon are super into the Floramon that she has.
All right.
Yeah, they're like, "Whoa, Floramon!" It's like,
Digimon don't have genders though.
I don't know. Maybe that data is attractive.
I sure would like to be with that data and do nothing with it.
And like, I've said that. I've said this, like, oh, Digimon don't have genders and everything.
Yeah.
The show has said it. But, like, Angelmon and Lady Devimon exist.
Well, Andromon's like agendered.
I don't know.
Andromon is 100% gender neutral.
Woman is literally in her name.
Well, no, it's Wormmon.
Shut up. You know what they're going for.
I like to imagine that it's like, yo, and Digimon are like attracted to each other. It's like, yo, like there's no way they'd actually like have sex or anything. They just like want to imitate like being a couple, you know? Like they just want to hang out and do like cute, like, you know, people things with them. Because it's like Digi-Eggs don't like come from like relationships, they just sort of appear.
Yeah.
They just appear in the primary village.
Oh, what was... There was something... I got a Digimon in Cyber Sleuth. It was Valkyremon. There was something about its description that implied like an afterlife, or like...
What the crap?
Maybe not an afterlife. Hold on, what does it say?
Like something beyond reincarnation or whatever.
Okay. Valkyremon is a warrior Digimon. It's accompanied by the Golden Bird flare, which informs it if danger approaches. Also, it is said that it produces an aura from the shining armor it wears, which resurrects the data of heroes that have fallen in battle and returns them to a new Digi-Egg.
Okay, yeah, it resurrects people.
Yeah, specifically turns them into Digi-Eggs.
Okay, so I guess you can just do that like instantly instead of like waiting or whatever. Well, I don't know, I guess it does happen instantly anyways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it depends on the universe.
Oh. Wait. Digimon Adventure 02 Tag Tamers? Huh? Oh, it's a game, I think. It's apparent. Okay, so I got Valkyremon from freaking. Oh god, where did I get it from? Angelmon, I think.
Yeah.
But then you can de-digivolve Valkyremon down to Sylphimon. And the the wiki here says that Valkyremon is actually canonically Yoli's Hawkmon's ultimate or mega.
I think I vaguely remember that, right? Because there is like, like flow chart at some point where it's like, oh yeah, here's what like the fusions turn into, and that's where I first saw Dino Beamon.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
de-digivolved Valkyremon to Sylphimon, and I was just going around the Digivolution lines.
I forget, it's like, I think maybe like Shikuyamon or whatever, Shakomon turns into like Vikimon or something? Something weird like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going through that Digivolution line also, and I was like, what is this Digimon? And it turned into Vikemon, and I was like, what the heck?
Man, Vikemon's so cool.
Shakomon can also turn into Chaos Gallantmon.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I was like, what is this Digimon? And then I turned into it, it's like, oh, Chaos Gallantmon. What?
Mid. Like, I like the idea it's like FFX Zudomon just turns into Vikimon. I feel like that's a good natural step for that line.
Yeah.
Alright, so think there's anything else we should get into?
I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
These episodes are weird, man.
Episodes are weird. Hopefully we get to the plot next time. Like, I was assuming we just get, like, 6, like, Digi-Destined of the Week episodes in a row. But, like, since we're not doing that, like... Yeah, there's about, like, 5 episodes left or something? Wait, around, like, 42. No, there'd be, like, 8 episodes left, yeah. Man, there's just, like, 3 weeks left of this. Holy crap.
We're almost done.
We're almost there.
Maybe we'll see what's up with the weird kidnappings.
I hope we find out. It's not just left a mystery. Like effing like Catherine and that old man.
Yikes. Alright.
Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys around.
Yep, later.
Later.